Duffy! Just before I signed with Cage Warriors, I fought on the Ultimate Fighter, Series 12. It probably came a little bit early for me. I think I had maybe one fight at lightweight. And I know as soon as I got over there, I felt a little bit out of my depth. After that, that was the turning point. Basically, I realized that I wasn't fighting on big enough shows. So that was it. I spoke to Ian Dean, and then I spoke to Graham, and I signed up with Cage Warriors, and I thought this is the perfect platform to, to build my career and get ready for obviously fighting on these big shows like the UFC and so on. So my first fight back with Cage Warriors was Conor McGregor. Got cut in the fight early on, but luckily got the takedown and managed to secure an arm triangle early in the fight.
Control, and he tapped him. That was a very fast submission there.
From there, I fought another Irish lad fighting out of John's Kavanagh's gym. Tom McGuire, real solid guy, good ground. Again tricky on the ground. So I used a bit more stand up, and then the fight just kind of got dominated on the ground.
Yeah, that's going in nicely. There's the tap.
From there, I fought a European guy, Oriel Gasset, and that fight was probably my most comfortable fight. I felt great. Stand up felt good. I felt really relaxed. It was one of them, and I managed to get a TKO stoppage. From there, I fought Francis Higney, fighting out of London Shoot Fighters again, another top gym. That was the first fight I've had to go the distance, which again, for me was perfect. I got my 3 rounds in. I was comfortable. I knew, my fitness is good to last at this level. And that was the fight that kind of brought on the title fight. And title fight again, it felt great. Fight camp went perfect. The fight was going great. Again, first couple of rounds, felt like I was dominating the fight basically. Caught my hand in the third through a screw shot, and as he rushed me, then I went for the guillotine. I remember feeling the metacarpal spring up my hand, so that's when I knew it was broke.
And jumping on this guillotine is Ivan Masado.
He just caught me in the guillotine, and it was a good guillotine. All credit to Ivan. He sunk it in tight. It was a good guillotine, and you can't take it away from him. He stuck in there for the 4 rounds. So I've been training hard. As soon as I decided to call boxing on the head, I sat down with Graham, and he gave me some advice on where he thought I should go. And ever since then, I threw myself into 100%, and I worked hard, maybe a little bit too hard to start. But I wanted to shake the rust off pretty quick and get everything up to speed before I got back in. Like I had this show in the back of my head, obviously fighting in Dublin. It's the perfect way to make my return. So this was always in the back of my mind for a date. And as I went along, sparring's been great. I've been sparring here in Titan with all the boys, top level guys, Jake Boswick, Ash Grimshaw, Brad Pickett, Bowler. There's so many good boys here, and they've all been great as well. So it's been perfect. Now I just feel like everything's come together at the right time. You can't ask for more than a return to one of the best shows in the world, and never mind it being in your country as well, back home in Ireland. I can't wait. It means the world to me, and I just want to set the place ablaze. I would say his strongest area is probably the ground, but again, I'm not taking any of the rest of it for granted. But I know if I concentrate on my own game, I can take him out. Regardless what round it is, I know I can do the business. First of all, I want to win. That's what we're doing. We're in this to win. Another thing, I want to enjoy myself. I want to get back to what I enjoy, and I want that to come across in my performance. But I think the main thing that people are going to see is the level of striking, how much has changed. They're going to see pressure for 3 rounds. and they're going to see if he, can he cope for 3 rounds of pressure.